Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new season of Sounds of the Valley. I'm your host, Evan Claymore, and tonight I wanted to expand our view beyond the Chippewa Valley for a minute and take a look at what's been going on in the wider world of music this year. Because I'll let you in on a little secret. 2025 has been a really solid year for new music so far. So in celebration of a year that's given us so much, I brought on some of the biggest music fans I know to discuss the best albums it's had to offer and hopefully put together the official Sounds of the Valley Albums of the Year 2025. And so, you guys are my guests for the night. Do you want to introduce yourselves for the people at home?
I'm Abe. I'm the host of Handful and ex-host of Game Show, I guess.
Fire. I'm Sam. I'm the creative director for TV10.
That's solid. And we're here to discuss some music tonight.
I love music, bro.
I love
I'm
music
excited
so
to talk
much,
about
bro.
This.
This is the highlight of my day.
Indeed. Well, let's see if that pans out. With our first slide, the person who gets the floor first is our man Abraham right here.
What can I say? I love music.
So let's see those slides.
I am music.
You are music. Oh, that's
you know what Playboy Cardi says? JK, that is not in here. I got my top 5 right here. Debí tirar más fotos by Bad Bunny. Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler, the Creator. Wishbone by Conan Gray. Papota by Catriel y Paco Moroso. And Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. My music taste is all over the place, especially because I listen to music in Spanish. You can kind of see that with some of the albums I have here. Number 1, Debí tirar más fotos, Album of the Year. It better win Album of the Year at the Grammys. It's one of the best albums that I've ever listened to. I didn't like it at first. I don't know. Un Verano Sin Ti had a special place in my heart, so I wasn't a big fan of it at first. But it's just been growing slowly and slowly on me, especially because of songs like Debí tirar más fotos, the name of the album, and Baile Inolvidable. Those 2 songs, love them. I love them so much. Then we have Don't Tap the Glass. I hope everybody here knows what Don't Tap the Glass is. Chroma Copy, what am I saying? Tyler, the Creator, his mixtape that he released halfway through the summer, banger after banger after banger, in my opinion. Is it his best album? No, definitely not. But it's still really good. I love songs like I'll Take Care of You, Sugar on My Tongue. Why am I blinking on other songs? Those are my top 2. They're the most famous ones, but they're one of my favorites for a reason. Wishbone, I love Conan Gray. I've been listening to him since like 2020. Yeah, 2020, and Wishbone just recently came out. I loved it ever since I heard it for the first time. Songs like 1111, this song, Caramel, Vodka Cranberry. I love all of those songs. And yeah, Papota, that's a really short EP. It's like a 40-minute album, but four of those are new songs. The rest is their Tiny Desk. But I mean, that Tiny Desk, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. One of my favorite Tiny Desks that I've ever seen. And other than that, it has some amazing songs in there, like Reforro. It's insane. It also is a critique to the Grammys in a way, because they're like,
Okay. Fire.
like it's a critique to Latin music artists trying to win Grammys. They're like, oh, you have to appeal to a wider American audience. You have to learn English. You have to do all this, do a hashtag trend and stuff like that. And they criticize it, which is funny because now they're the second biggest band with nominations for the Latin Grammys, right below Bad Bunny.
Fire.
And then Hurry Up Tomorrow. This one, I had another album and idea for my for my 5th one, but that's not happening anymore. But Hurry Up Tomorrow, it's still a good one. I'm also biased because I saw The Weeknd live back in June. So songs like Sao Paulo, Reflections Laughing with Travis Scott, it's a banger. The one song with Lana Del Rey, I forgot the name, but I also love that one. And just the transitions in this album, phenomenal. I love them. And just hearing this whole album live at US Bank Stadium, probably one of my favorite concerts. And I'm like, it's up there in my opinion, in my favorite concert. So that's why I'm biased with this album.
Okay. Well, that's a solid lineup you've laid out for us. And now that we can open it up a little bit for discussion, I have some notes.
You have some notes?
I have some notes. First, I might be nitpicking here. You said Debí tirar más fotos is one of your favorite albums of all time. Is that recency bias or is that like?
It
Good
has
question.
it has a little to do with recency bias. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this album came out literally like January 5th. It came out literally right at the beginning of the year, and I was still kind of mad at him because I was supposed to see him live last year, and then he canceled the concert. But then
Sad.
this album kind of made me start
Many
liking
such
him
cases.
again. And now he's a halftime show. So this album has to say something if Bad Bunny is leading the halftime show.
This is all because of you, Abe.
All because of me. It's still funny though, the amount of people that texted me when Bad Bunny got announced as the halftime show. They're like, "Have you seen it? Have you seen it?" I'm like, "Yeah." But it's battling up there with Un Verano Sin Ti on which one is my favorite album of him. I have to give it more time to let it marinate, but it's definitely up there of my favorite albums.
Okay,
Yeah.
fire.
As far they got good. I like their covers. You pick some with good, some good for the most part. I'm indifferent about The Weeknd. It's just The Weeknd.
Well, he changed the album.
Yeah.
He changed the cover.
Oh, he changed the
He
cover.
did. This is the early cover. I actually think this one's a little bit better just because
Really?
it continues the. It can because this is like the trilogy with After Hours and
Yeah.
Dawn FM.
Okay.
Oh,
which
wait, yeah.
After Hours you got the angle where he's like this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Dawn FM it's like straight on,
Mhm.
and now Hurry Up Tomorrow you're looking down on him.
Looks
Yeah.
like a disappointed dad. He's kind of getting in
Well,
your
we
face
we
about
are
it.
the disappointed dad in this situation.
Yeah, like I said, it's not The Weeknd's best album by far. I mean, in my opinion, Dawn FM is his favorite. It's his best album. Dawn FM is his best album.
That the
I'd agree
2021
with
one. That the 2021.
Yeah,
The
2020.
blinding lights and
2022.
stuff.
Oh, 2022. I
Dawn
thought it
FM
was
is the 22.
Yeah.
After Hours is
Oh, I'm
22.
thinking
It's
of
the one
After
with the
Hours.
Tyler the Creator feature.
Oh,
After
okay,
Hours
never
is the
mind.
one
Yeah.
with the that's got blinding lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't listen to The Weeknd, so I'm not
But no.
well versed.
Then like, he changed the cover to one that was a clip of the movie, which don't watch that movie. It's so bad. I saw it in theaters. Literally, it's down there with some of the worst films I've seen this year.
That's crazy. They were
Wow.
pushing that movie like hard.
I was excited. Like I
Really?
genuinely wanted to like it, but I couldn't.
I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that,
where
bro.
The Weeknd's non-music career hasn't panned out that great. I mean, he was an Uncut Gems.
He was an Uncut
He was in
Gems,
Uncut
and it's
Gems.
really good.
but
And
he
then
also he did The
Idol.
Idol. Yeah,
The
which we're not gonna get too into that. But yeah. Regarding Papota, is that because you said that includes their Tiny Desk?
Yeah.
Like in full. Okay.
It's their whole time, which is the first. I don't know if it's the first time it's happened, but it's the first time I see like an actual artist put their Tiny Desk on Spotify.
Okay. It's the
I don't
first.
know. It's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen it with Tiny Desk in particular. Pink Floyd did something like that.
No. 'Cause-
With Umaguma, like the first half of that album is just a live cut.
No, because I know with another band they did it with a Mexican band did it with the MTV Unplugged that they had.
Okay.
But I had never seen it with the Tiny Desk, which is why. Like I said, part of it that album is like 4 songs and then the rest is the Tiny Desk. But those 4 songs, oh yeah, El Día del Amigo, the Best Friend Day, one of my favorite songs. I love that song so much. It's probably gonna be in my Wrapped of most played songs this year.
Solid, yeah. So it could be stretching the limits of the definition of an album.
Yeah,
Just
more
a
of an
little
EP.
bit.
It's
but
more of an EP, but
I'd say it can just for the if we can get the view of the slide again, just for that that balloon, the balloon cover.
I like that
Yeah.
cover. It's a
I
good
think it's
one.
easily like the second best balloon related cover that we've had this year
what was the
after
other?
Mac
Mac
Miller
Miller?
Balloonerism.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Balloonerism. I forgot.
That's
I forgot Balloonerism came out this year.
I also
Balloonerism's
forgot.
so good.
Well, that's foreshadowing for how Balloonerism didn't show up on any of our top 5s. It's okay.
Listen,
It's my top 6.
I've listened to a couple songs. I gotta listen to more of Balloonerism.
But
Big fan of Balloonerism.
I do got nothing to say about Conan Gray. So
Yeah.
I guess Sam, do you got any more notes about this lineup here?
On Conan Gray, I don't know. I don't listen to really
Anyone?
any,
Other
Tyler.
than Tyler.
I saw Tyler live when he did "Call Me If You Get Lost." Fire, but the rest of these guys, I don't dabble with. Especially that Conan Gray. My brother listens to a couple Conan Gray songs, and I think that's a little strange. But
Why was that strange?
I don't know. Not a Conan Gray guy, but
No,
I respect.
It's not for
your-
everyone. That is a thing. Conan Gray is not for everyone, but I love him personally. Just
That's
'cause
valid, bro. You're your own person.
He was
I
my
respect that.
he was the second concert I went to, so it
Fire.
kind of has more
Respect.
in my mind.
Yeah, fair enough. All right,
That is my top 5 right there
that is your top 5.
for the year.
Yeah, so far. I guess we'll see if there are any upsets around that. That's some more foreshadowing.
The Life of a Showgirl. No, I'm kidding. That's not making it in the
No,
top
we got 0 Swifties at the table right now.
That's absolutely true.
Either way, I think we can move on to the next set of 5, which I think is our
Give
man
it up to
Sam's
the
right
guy
here.
right
This
here.
is the objective top 5.
Bold
Ooh,
statement.
Paris, Texas.
So, like Abe, my number 4 is technically 2 EPs. The Paris, Texas. No one loves Paris, Texas more than I. I want to set that on record. Anybody who watches this show, if you think that you like Paris, Texas, you don't like Paris, Texas as much as I do. Oh man, don't I love Paris, Texas.
That's like next level gatekeeping.
But I don't want to gatekeep, but I do just want to put everybody on. Starting off at the objective number 1 is Showbiz by Mike. And let's talk about Showbiz. Showbiz has some of the best production out of any album this year. Spoiler alert, these are all hip-hop adjacent albums. For the most part, there are different subcategories, wouldn't you say? Like
I'd agree.
little spread out, little something for
We can.
everybody.
I'll save it for the notes.
Yeah. But Showbiz, great. Every song, it's like 40 minutes, but it flies by because every song is like under 2 minutes. But the production, it's so tight and there's so many different sounds. Speaking of sounds, Alfredo 2. Oh man, is it as good as Alfredo 1? Dare I say it's better. I love Alfredo 2. I like the Japanese theme they went to. In the first one, they did like an Italian mob theme. And now this one's Yakuza and like Japan. As you see, he's got a ramen on this one instead of the Alfredo bowl from the first one. What's up?
Is Alfredo 3 going to be the cartel?
I hope so. I yearn for an Alfredo 3. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I hope it's just there.
Freddie
you know?
Gibbs over reggaeton would be something else.
I think so. And like the Mike one, the Alfredo 2 is produced by The Alchemist, the greatest producer of all time. Whoever you think is the greatest producer, it's not as good as Uncle Al. Oh man, is The Alchemist the best. Speaking of The Alchemist, that flows into Live, Laugh, Love, Earl Sweatshirt. Alternate cover. I still like it. He's smiling. Earl's happy now. If you listen to Earl's old music, you coined the term sad villainy.
I didn't coin sad villainy, but I did coin for this one
That's true.
glad villainy.
Glad villainy.
It represents a point of healing.
That's true. He's very happy. There's a lot of just strange beats. It's Earl Sweatshirt, so you're not going to get like your typical beat. But songs like Gamma, oh, the beat for Gamma is so good. I think about it every day. When I walk and whatnot, I'm listening to Gamma. That's one of the songs of the year. Following that, we have They Left Me With. There's two. There's two under that. They Left Me With the Gun and They Left Me With the Sword. 2 EPs, as I said earlier, back to back by the greatest band of all time, Paris, Texas. These are great. There's not much to say other than there really is something for everyone. You know, there's some heavy rock in there. There's also some crazy hip hop. You know, and there's some slow songs. There's some, dare I say, some club bangers. I want to maybe not like Brat or something, but if you played what is it? Holy Spinal Fluid. You hear that at the club? I don't go to the club, but if I was and I heard that,
I might have to
It'd be
go
over.
into the clubs.
and then
So you can play it.
speaking of the clubs, here's something you might find most at the club is The Peak by Smoke Dope 2016. Not much to say about Smoke Dope other than if you really like 2012 like Minecraft, like Hunger Games, and you know like when they would have that animated intro of like whoever you're watching, like, oh man, Bayesian Canadian pulls up and he's getting with a diamond sword. Some of these beats go kind of crazy like that. They do have this atmospheric cloud rap kind of similar to early A$AP Rocky, dare I say.
Okay.
But yeah, man, Smoke Dope's great. I wish more people listen to Smoke Dope.
This is a peak.
It really is. The Peak came out like the first or second week of January, and when it first came out, because it was like the first album I listened to of the year, I was like, it has to be album of the year because it's the only one I heard. But then as the year, progressively went through, it dropped so crazy that it wasn't in my top 5. Until recently, I kind of got back into it. I was like, let me check out that Smoke Dope album again. And oh, am I glad I revisited that. Oh, it's so good.
It happens to the best of us.
I could write a dissertation about how good this Smoke Dope album is.
We got time. We
We got maybe,
can start
we got
running
maybe
it
30
right
more
now.
seconds.
Well, I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm leaving
It
it.
speaks for itself.
It
They-
speaks for itself.
The overexposed Fairfield Inn and Suites on the cover speaks for itself.
Nice.
Okay.
This
Pretty solid lineup here.
Do you think this is? What do you? Blah blah blah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Is this your favorite EP/album from Paris, Texas, or no?
No.
No.
No. I really like Red Hand Akimbo. I think that's the better of the EPs. But Mid-Air in general, like their only like full album.
I've only listened to Mid-Air. That's why I was wondering.
Mid-Air's great. I love Mid-Air. Mid-Air is one of the greatest albums of 2023, I say. But that's not as good as Mid-Air. It's not as good as Red Hand Akimbo, but it's good for this year.
Okay.
So I'll die on that hill.
I have noticed some of these albums kind of live in the shadow of what the artist put out before.
Mm-hmm.
Alfredo 2, I mean, that's in the name. Do you think Alfredo 2 stands up to Alfredo 1?
I absolutely do. It depends on the day, but I do think Alfredo 2 is better than Alfredo 1 sometimes.
Okay.
I love Skinny Suge 2. Better than 1. Better than 1. Lavish Habits, that beat, just would bring me to tears. It didn't, but it has the power to.
It could, if you willed it.
If I willed it, and I do. I do
Word.
will.
Yeah, I think for me, I think it's kind of a toss-up which one I prefer. They're kind of individual songs on each one that I could take or leave. Like
Yeah.
Scotty Beam is probably it could possibly be the perfect hip-hop beat.
That's
I
true.
don't know if Scotty Beam has ever been topped, will ever be topped. And Something to Rap About is on that same album.
That's true. I forget about Something to Rap About.
That's an equally good loop. I think.
Tyler's on that.
Wait,
Tyler
which
is on
one?
that one.
On Alfredo 1,
He's on
Alfredo 1.
He's on
Something
Alfredo
to Rap
1,
About.
not
He
on
talks
Alfredo
about buying
2.
a boat. This is like his Call Me
like-
If You Get Lost era. So
Oh,
he's
I gotta check it out then.
flexing in.
Tyler
Alfredo.
I gotta check out Alfredo.
Do it. Any of this.
I have the Showbiz. You talked to me about that album once. I don't remember when, but you did talk to me about Showbiz. I added it to my Spotify listening list. I still haven't listened to it, but it's up there of what I'm listening to next.
So good. There's so many good features on that album too. Mike, you listen to a Mike album, he never misses like with who he puts on his album. I feel like.
I will say none of these albums are in my personal top 5, but I do think Mike is definitely someone to watch out for.
Mike, I was up in the air about because Mike put out 2 albums this year. He put out Pinball 2 as well, which is definitely more like
With our
fun.
man Tony Seltzer.
Yeah, a little bit more fun, a little bit more whimsy, if you will. But this is objectively better. I feel like it's just more serious.
That's true. Man in the Mirror is not on Pinball 2.
That is
Man
true.
in the Mirror is right here, and that's probably one of the best songs of the year in my opinion.
I agree. I really do. Man in the Mirror. I love Man in the Mirror. Oh, I could write a dissertation about that. Oh.
Maybe you should get into writing.
Yeah,
You could. You got a unique voice for this kind of thing.
it's true.
I haven't listened to much Paris, Texas. I think I did listen to Red Hand Akimbo around when it came out. But I am vibing with the cover.
Yeah.
I understand this did the 616 in LA kind of gambit where the first EP had just a zoomed in cover and then it zoomed out for the second one.
Yeah, I really like that. I don't know. I really just like the aesthetic of this.
When did the first EP come out? Do you remember?
End of February.
Okay,
Because then
so it was after I saw Tyler.
and then the second one I think was February 28th. It was like right before March.
So right after my birthday too.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to remember if they played this live, but I don't think they did. Because I was literally on the first stop of the tour, so.
Oh, I get you. I'm so jealous that you got to see Paris, Texas, bro.
I'm sorry.
It brings me so sad. It brings me sadness.
No,
Your time
I've been
will come
listening
one
to
day.
them.
Yeah.
If they come on tour and they go to Minnesota, I'm going.
I'm-
I love it.
oh, I'm going.
I want to be in the mosh pits of that.
I got asthma. I can't do that, but I'll watch from a distance.
You'll watch from a distance. I don't got asthma, so I gotta be in those
May you
mosh pits.
still be able to see Paris, Texas while they're playing at the rave and not yet at the at the Pabst
yearn.
Theater.
Or the
at
First
Pfizer.
Avenue, Minnesota, if you're around here.
Maybe we'll see whatever happens. But
Whatever.
at the rave, bro, that would be fire. Gotta go at the right time though, otherwise.
That's fair. I think
Yikes.
I've run through all my notes on this lineup. You got any
Yep.
more, Abe?
No, I think you guys have, like I said, I haven't heard any of these, and I only kind of know Paris, Texas. But yeah, I definitely want to listen to Alfredo 1 and 2. Like I told you, Showbiz was already on my listening next. And
Definitely gotta check out that.
And of
Smoke
course,
Out
they left me with a sword and left me with a what? What was the other one?
gun.
Gun. Yeah, those two.
That's true. Alfredo, I will say, what you said about Alchemist, it rings somewhat true. I wouldn't say he's top 1, but he is top 3, and
I
he's
agree.
not 3.
I like that. You know what? I agree with that. That's a good. I'm gonna take back what I said. He's top 3 and he's not 3. I like that.
That's real.
Who do you
Uh,
think would be up there though?
I think if we're talking living or dead, I'd say probably Dilla on top.
That's fair.
I listen to Donuts too much for it to be anyone else.
That's so fair.
But that is an album from 2006 and not from right now. So we'll have to save that for another time. In the meantime, we can probably move on to the next set of slides after we take a quick break and hear some words from the others over at TV10.
Hi, I'm Leo and I host Home Screen at TV10. Every other week I bring you the best gaming content, reviews, news, and video game clips. If you're a gamer, this show is made for you. Tune in at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel, UWEC TV10.
Welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying the music discussion so far. And we'll pick up right where we left off with, we got my top 5 albums right here. Let me go through these for you guys. Well, first off, we got Magic Alive by McKinley Dixon. That is my number 1 album of the year. Possibly, I might say it's in my top 5 of the 2020s so far.
Really?
That's
It is
bold.
I have
Bold
way too
moves.
many good things to say about Magic Alive. First, have either of you heard of McKinley Dixon outside of me pressuring you to listen to this album?
I saw it once on an Instagram account that was putting me on a small artists.
Okay, yeah, I will. He is a small artist. I think he's got something like 100, 200,000 listeners
fire.
on
Ooh,
Spotify.
so down there.
So
Not many.
down there a little bit, but this is worth it. I don't know if either of you are big jazz rap fans.
Love
But
some
this
jazz
is
rap.
this is exactly top to bottom, tip to tail. This is exactly what Magic Alive thrives in. It is it's live instrumentation,
Oh, really?
front to back. It is live drums, live bass, very much. Oh, it's got horns. Yeah,
some
as
horns.
we got some trumpets on some of these Johns.
Fire.
Include I think highlight track "Fistful of Light." That one features Teller Banks. That one's got some. Here, you're familiar with that song on Testing? That is the trumpets that come in at the end.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but like for the whole song.
Really?
And that's
Ooh, I like that.
that might be yeah. I don't even think that's the best song on the album. What else? We got All the Loved Ones. That one features Ice Cold Bishop and Pink Sifu on the same
Absolutely
song.
love those guys.
Also, ethereal beat. That it's okay. These might be a bunch of names that you don't know, but it's worth listening to either way. We got and no beat stays in the same place. They all move around. It's dynamic. It is like jazz in that it's dynamic. I think it makes it kind of a quintessential jazz rap album, on par with something like Jazzmatazz from Guru. That also might just be a name that I said that has no correlation to what you guys might know. Either way,
Okay.
I got too many good things to say about Magic Alive. It's easily McKinley Dixon's best album so far, and that is saying something. But I should probably move on because I got 4 more that I haven't even touched on yet. Next, we got Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips. This one might.
Phenomenal.
This is phenomenal. This one might speak for itself. 2025, oddly, has been a very good year for old heads in rap coming back. Because not only do we got Clips is running laps this year. All right, they also feature on JID's album, which I'll get to in a minute.
Fire.
But we got Pusha T and Malice. We got the 2 foremost brothers in hip hop once again, and they're really at their best here. I think this made me go back and listen to Lord Willin' and just kind of sample their whole catalog. I think this might be their best album.
I agree. I like the production on it,
I love-
especially Ace trumpets.
Yes, yeah. I think the best beat might have to be Chains and Whips
That's fair.
for me. It's a 10 out of 10 song. I think it might be my number 1 song of the year.
Fire.
Fire.
Either way, Clips. I really love comeback albums in general, where it's old rappers on new sounding beats. I think the production of this is very modern. It's very sleek. It's kind of like Tribe Called Quest's comeback album in 2016, which is also my favorite album of theirs. So that's the theme with that one. But yeah, Chains and Whips is great. Ibida is good. It's all killer. So we'll move on now then to Private Music down here. That's the new Deftones album, and you could possibly also call it a comeback album. Deftones took a bit of a break. Their last album was in 2020, I think, and it was good. It was pretty solid. But this Oh, let me tell you this. Private Music, this is Deftones at their best. It's been a long time since we've had Deftones at their best. I don't think it's even happened since Diamond Eyes in 2008. Possibly 2012 with their album then, the one with the Japanese name that I'm not remembering right now. Either way, Private Music is really something special. From the opening track, it's kind of grungy, which grunge has never really been Deftones' thing, but they kind of try it out on here. And it works.
Does it?
It works.
Fire.
The whole record, it's kind of sludgy. Chino's vocals are they're a little bit back in the fold, so to speak, but no, it comes through. Private Music is great. My Mind is a Mountain. I'm pretty sure that's the opening track. Either way, that's my number one track on the album. Highly recommend that one. And something about all these, I think they're all a tight 40 minutes. So easy to squeeze into a lunch break with a little bit of interference on either side, but whatever. Moving on to JID, we got God Does Like Ugly, the long-awaited follow-up to the Forever Story, which the Forever Story is also in my top 5 favorite albums of the 2020s.
That's valid.
That one might be number 3, honestly. I think I don't know. That's a ranking for another day. But God Does Like Ugly, I don't think it quite reaches Forever Story. It's kind of in the shadow of its predecessor, but there's some good eating on this album. Let me tell you. It's hey, speaking of Clips has got a crazy feature on Community. You mentioned some good production in your lineup of top 5. JID's got some insane production on this one. This one, there's a Vince Staples feature.
Mm-hmm.
It was a surprise. I think all the features were surprise features at the beginning. But Vince Staples absolutely kills it on his track. Clips, Malice's verse might be the best rap verse of the year.
Really?
Yeah, that includes like what was on Let God Sort Him Out. Malice has an absolutely insane verse on Community. But yeah, highlight tracks. The opening one, I'm pretty sure it's just called You Ugly.
This one with West Side Gun, right?
That is the one with West Side Gun.
So
You
good.
start it, and it doesn't really sound like JID. You hear West Side Gun go boom, 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 and you think like, oh, is this the wrong album? It was. You had no idea how right that album is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah. Anywho. You Ugly is on top. Community is great. The one with Vince Staples, great. But let's turn our attention to the last one, the underrated one in my opinion, Geese. You could call Geese an indie band. I think they might be getting to the point where they're a little too big to be called indie. They're kind of at that like Black Country New Road in 2022 kind of a size right now. Mm-hmm. Either way, this record is called Getting Killed, and it's really something special. You're a big fan of horns. This isn't hip hop, but they do have a lot of horns. You might be able to tell from the trumpet on the cover, but the opening track Trinidad has some great horns. But that's also got Geese's kind of a signature style, which is it's a little weird. It's a little bit goofy. I'm a big fan of weird music, but let me specify why it's weird. It's got kind of disconnected instruments. Like you'll have kind of a drum beat, like they'll hit the crash cymbal, and then there's a little bit of silence, and then there's the next drum. Ooh. It's kind of stitched together.
That's cool.
In a way. It feels a bit like a coarse threaded quilt, where every little bit of instrumentation is kind of padded out a little bit, and it tickles my brain. It's so lovely. I love Geese. I love this cover.
That's a good cover.
It reminds me of a little bit of Solar Power by Lorde, that cover, but done better in my opinion. Also a better album, but that's neither here nor there. Good horns, good instrumentation. It's got Geese's. It's Geese's DNA condensed down to the peak that it can be, I think. Or if it's not the peak, then I'd be really excited to hear what the peak is. And that's about it.
Okay. I really like your lineup, bro. You got a little bit of everything. I really appreciate that you got a little. I feel like I got too big in my bag, in my hip hop bag. I'm glad that you
got some. I think variety is the spice of life. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I do want to listen to God Does Like Ugly. It's been on. God Does Like Ugly and Let God Start Him Out. I've been wanting to listen to those two.
Earth Gang has a feature on God Does Like Ugly.
Earth Gang does.
Oh man,
That is a fairly solid Earth Gang feature.
Earth Gang. Abe, you gotta check out Earth Gang.
Who's Earth Gang?
Who's
sorry.
Earth Gang, Spillage Village, that whole sphere.
I don't know. My bad, gang. My bad.
But no, I definitely recommend God Does Like Ugly. Although I think Magic Alive should be the top priority. That's just me. I know you've both heard way too many times to listen to Magic Alive.
I'll eventually will. I'll try.
I promise you, I'm gonna listen to it this weekend.
This is the one, and
This
now
is
you're
the
now
one.
I don't
you're
make
saying it on
promises.
camera.
Right here. I'm gonna listen to Magic Alive this weekend when I drive. I'm driving home. We're banging that out. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
All right, now that's legally binding.
Really binding.
But yeah,
Well, yeah. I think it's a solid line. I haven't heard it, but from what Sam is saying and from what I've heard in TikTok, these sound like great choices of albums you've made. Because I haven't listened to them, but I've heard people talk about these albums on TikTok. I will say that.
There's
Word.
Eclipse. They have a color show.
I'll do that.
Yeah, for Ace Trumpets.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. It sounds. I appreciate that Clips. You know, they sound like the same. Like I feel like they don't like change up their voice too much.
Yeah.
So like when you hear like a live recording of the song, it's like identical.
And even through time, like they had a Tiny Desk this
Yeah.
year. Them and Mike both had a Tiny Desk this year, and they're up there. But they play songs from like Lord Willin' on there. They play songs that are over 20 years old, and they sound the same. Their voices have not aged at all.
That's cool.
I fear we don't talk about Pusha T enough.
I fear we don't talk about Pusha T enough. I think he kind of pigeonholes himself with his subject matter. He does dip into some stuff that's a little more conscious on that God Start Him Out, which I think is good. I think it really gives him his flowers that he's deserved.
Did you see they just performed at the Vatican?
I heard about that. I did hear about
At the
that.
Vatican?
Yeah, Clips was at the Vatican.
Oh,
And
this
they
is a
played-
good timeline.
Hey, the Pope is from Chicago.
That's true. That's a little bit far from Virginia Beach, but it's in the right
Just
country.
saying. I'm just saying, rap, Chicago type stuff.
Yeah,
I'm catching what
no,
you're
I think
throwing.
it's similar wheelhouse. I get what you mean.
No, I was just watching. I was just watching Piece by Piece. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, Virginia Beach. I was watching the Pharrell Williams movie.
I forgot about Piece by Piece.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's interesting.
It's an interesting
I
take
think-
on a
It's the
documentary.
Lego one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the Lego one. Yeah, the visual style is cool. I think it tries a little too hard to like create conflict where there really isn't one. Like I think his lowest point in the movie is where he kind of releases a trash song and people don't like it.
Really?
And there's this bit, yeah.
Wasn't
There-
it with Clips? Like, one of the. What they
I
call-
don't think so. I think
Oh.
it was like in the early 2010s after he split. I think it was like before Happy came out. That's a tangent for another day. Maybe one day I'll do an episode on music tie-in movies. But either way, those are our top fives currently. But 2025 isn't over yet, and we'll get to what hasn't come out after this short message.
Do you need the closer? It's time. Bring in the closer. Alright, listen. Multiple choice versus short answer. Watch the curveball on question 8, alright? This teacher's a hard grader and it's a trick question, alright? Canvas is yours.
Hope you've been enjoying the messages from our always effervescent Blue Nation team. But now we're back to sounds, and we're back to where we left off, which is the rest of 2025, the parts that haven't happened yet. And so I've selected some upcoming albums to see if any of them if we predict they'll shake up our rankings at all. So I'll introduce what we got on screen here. We don't have album titles, but over here on the left, coming out on October 10th, we got Infinity, which will be the comeback album and final album by Mobb Deep.
Is it
so-
Infinity or Infinite?
Oh, it is Infinite. Did I say Infinity?
Yeah.
That's on me.
It's all right.
It is Infinite. Yeah, and I feel like it's going to show that, once again, this is a great year for old heads in rap. But coming up on October 17th, we got Deadbeat, which is the upcoming 5th album by Tame Impala. I don't know
I
if either
forgot
of
that's
you
releasing.
are
I
huge
forgot
Tame
that
Impala
was
fans,
releasing.
but that's gonna be some kind
Oh
of
no,
release.
I'm hyped for
The
it.
singles for that one are already out. but we got a Starburst. Well, Starburst is the name of the single. Stardust is the album. But that's Denny Brown's project that's going to be coming out on November 7th. And lastly, coming out in August 2024, we got Don't Be Dumb by A$AP Rocky. And so this is a small sampling of what the rest of 2025 has in store for us. What do we think?
I'm gonna be
Don't Be Dumb is not
okay.
releasing.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox right here.
The floor is yours.
I'm talking to this camera right here. I have been waiting for this A$AP Rocky album since like Testing came out in 2018. I listened to Testing when it came out. I'm like, oh, that's so good. And then he was like, hey, making another album. I'm like, Tubular. I've been telling people about this album for like 4 or 5 years. Every like year, I'm like, guys, this is my year. Rocky's finally coming out.
Wasn't the Taylor Swift like the single leading
Taylor
up to
Taylor
Swift-
Swift was last year.
Yeah, and
That was last year?
Yeah.
But that was like the single for it.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to come out last August, and then last August happened. He's like, sorry guys.
So the album, I didn't finish it.
But I do believe if Don't Be Dumb ever does come out, it will be album of whatever year it does.
Will it live up to the hype? Because it's been a
I
while.
hope it does.
8
A$AP
years?
Rocky is one of my favorite artists just in general. And oh man, I'm like a wolf howling at the moon for this album. I need it. I need it now.
And it's gonna be an event in the 3 to 5 business years when it comes out. But I'm hyped to see what music videos come out of that because I think
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky is an outstanding music video director. So I hope we get some of that talent.
Tim
I will
Impala, hyped.
I am hyped for Tame Impala. I'm not sure if it will upstage my top 5 because Tame Impala's got some crazy good albums. He's very psychedelic, and if you're a long-running fan of the show, Sounds of the Valley, that is, you know how much I love psychedelic music just in general. 2 years ago, I did my genre deep dive on psychedelic rock for my Halloween special. I'll be doing another Halloween special this year. Hope you guys are awaiting that. Self-plug over. I am hyped for this Tame Impala. But I don't know if it'll upstage even Currents or Lonerism. Those are two
really
very,
good.
very solid albums and difficult to follow.
What do you think about the Danny Brown one though? Because I feel like this could go either way.
I really think it could. Danny Brown's hanging in the balance specifically because this is like really different from, like if you listen to Starburst, which is the single that just came out, it's very different from any sound he's had in the past, which Danny Brown, you gotta give him his flowers. He's always trying new things. He's always collabing with new artists. He's got Underscores and Jane Remover on this
Remover's
album.
on that. I can't
and
wait
those
for that.
these are both kind of the new generation's new sound, essentially. So I'm really excited, but maybe a little apprehensive to see how this Danny Brown goes. But I'm hoping it'll be up there with Atrocity Exhibition.
I'm very excited. I saw him live, and he was really good live. And I'm debating if depending on how good this album is, maybe I'll go.
Right.
But I'm very excited for the Jane Remover stuff. I think Jane Remover almost made my top 5.
Yeah, I think she was number 8 for me, after Mac Miller and then Tyler,
That's valid.
then Jane Remover. But either way,
Hey, you gotta check these guys out for sure.
I will.
Skis.
I'll
You
check
do.
it out.
Especially that Mobb Deep.
I will check Tame Impala, and if it releases A$AP Rocky,
if
we'll see.
Lord willing,
Lord
willing,
And I
A$AP
do.
Rocky will drop this year. Yeah. Do you think anything's gonna upstage your top 5, Ed?
I think my top 5 will stay the way it
You
is
sure
right now.
Life of a Showgirl isn't gonna edge in?
No. Dude, when she released the Torture Poets Department, I like Taylor Swift, her old stuff, like Reputation and stuff like that. I fell asleep listening to the Torture Poets Department.
Oh,
I
that's
fell asleep
unfortunate.
listening to that. I do not like that album.
It's a little bit deleterious. I hope, for the sake of good music, that this one turns out good. I hope Taylor Swift and her engagement bag is like.
I forgot they got engaged.
Well, either way, I hope good music comes out of that.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Swiftie. I just like good music, and I think the more good music there is in the world, the better.
I like that. You should put that on a t-shirt.
We should put that
I
on
like
a
that.
t-shirt. And with that, I honestly think that might be a good spot to end off. Do you guys have any other parting words about music this year?
A$AP Rocky, if you're somehow watching this, please just like a song or a snippet, anything. I'm sick of seeing your Puma collabs. I'm sick of, he dropped a Montclair ad. I thought it was the album.
Okay.
I need you right now, Rocky. I need you to come back.
I have some even more important news. Frank Ocean, if you're listening to this, please. It's been 5 years. It's been almost 9
been a
years
decade.
since
Almost
Blonde.
10.
It's
almost
been
been a
almost 10 years
decade.
since Blonde. I love whatever you did with Future of Free, and I don't remember the 2 singles you released in 2020. Please, we
Those
need
are
more
good.
music. They were bangers.
Those are so
But
good.
we need more. Coachella was not enough. I want an actual album. It's been almost 10 years, bro. Give me something.
Hear me out, Rocky, Frank Ocean collab album.
I could die right there. I could die.
It'll
I'd
come
be
out when
happy.
the stars explode.
I could die after that if that ever
right.
dropped.
Well, while we are trying to resurrect the dead, I will take the time to say, D'Angelo, D'Angelo, you have not dropped since 2012. Please come back. I think it was 2013, actually. Either way, the world needs more D'Angelo. Now, more than ever, please.
We need ASAP, Frank Ocean, D'Angelo.
All one album.
The Holy Trinity
We
right
need-
here.
We need we need the Holy Trinity release, and if that comes out this year, it will be my album of the year, and it could be my album of the decade.
That's fire.
I'll drop out to listen to it if it releases Frank Ocean.
But tracing back away from the hypothetical, away from the dream realm, thank you guys very much for coming on and discussing. I
you
think
for
there are
having
few
us.
joys in the world greater than talking about music.
Thank you for
I
having
agree.
us.
Thank you for letting
Love
me on your
this.
show, bro.
Of course, thank you across the board. And of course, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Sounds of the Valley. Make sure to check out our other content at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel, UWEC TV10. As always, I've been your host, Evan Claymore. Good night, y'all.